Hello folks, welcome to the Lucent Learning channel. This is my second video in the series of AWS. In this video, I will try to give you an overview of the various services offered by AWS. I will try to include most of the services. So let's go and check what all the services are in the AWS Computing. In AWS Computing, there are many services like EC2 auto scaling, Lambda, and Workspace. Actually, Workspace comes under end user computing. What is EC2? EC2 is a web service that helps you to deploy virtual machines in the cloud. Right? If you need any virtual machine in AWS cloud, you will use EC2 service. Let's talk about EC2 auto scaling. EC2 auto scaling monitors your applications and automatically adjusts capacity to maintain the performance. It automatically launches or terminates EC2 instances based on the policy defined. Right? Now Lambda. What is Lambda? Lambda is something that is called serverless computing. Like if you want to deploy a code, then you just upload your code, either that is in Python or maybe PowerShell or JSON, Ruby, any code. You just create a function in Lambda and upload your code and it will trigger, right? You don't need to worry about the underlying operating system, which operating system is required to run your code. AWS decide that. Okay, so this is something about Lambda service. Workspace actually comes under end user computing, and Amazon Workspace is a cloud-based virtual desktop that can act as a replacement for a traditional desktop, right? A workspace is available as a bundle of operating systems, computing resources, storage spaces, and software applications that allows a user to perform day-to-day tasks just like using a traditional desktop, right? So let's go to the next slide. Here it is all about AWS Networking. In AWS Networking, there are many services which are being offered by AWS. The first is VPC, that is Virtual Private Cloud. What is Virtual Private Cloud? Creating a network, defining your IP addresses, that comes under VPC. Without VPC, you cannot create EC2 instance. This is a backbone for EC2 instances, your computing infra. Okay, and then let's talk about CloudFront. What is CloudFront? CloudFront is a fast content delivery network service that securely delivers data, videos, applications, and APIs to customers globally with low latency, high transfer speed, all within a developer-friendly environment. What is Global Accelerator? AWS Global Accelerator is a service that improves the availability and performance of your applications. AWS Global Accelerator uses the AWS Global Network to optimize the path from your users to your applications, improving the performance of your traffic by as much as 60%. Right? So in many services, you can use Global Accelerator. Elastic Load Balancer. Suppose that if you have a website and you want website highly available, then you can use this ELB, Elastic Load Balancer. Okay. Like traditional load balancer, you can use this service also. Next service is Route 53. Route 53 is all about the DNS in AWS. It hosts domains. You can register your domain here and a lot of things you can perform in Route 53. Okay. Now site-to-site VPN and Direct Connect. These both services are used to connect your on-premises with the AWS cloud. Okay. Let's go to the next service, that is AWS Storage. AWS Storage has many services. The first one is EBS, that is Elastic Block Store. Elastic Block Store is the main storage for your EC2 instances, for your VMs. Okay. EFS, that is Elastic File System. You can map this Elastic File System storage to your Linux VMs on AWS cloud. FSX, you can use this service as a file server on your Windows servers. Storage Gateway, these are the virtual machines that can be deployed on your on-premises network, and then you can sync the data from on-premises to cloud. AWS Backup, This is the service which can back up your EC2 instances and databases and other things. Okay. S3. What is S3? S3 stands for Simple Storage Service. It is a scalable, high-speed, web-based cloud storage service. S3 has a simple web services interface that you can use to store and retrieve any amount of data at any time from anywhere on the web. Glacier is also a kind of S3 storage, but retrieval timing is high. Now, if you want to export your data to the cloud, then you can use Snowball services. Snowball Edge and Snowball Mobile are the services which can be used to export your data or import your data from cloud to on-premises or from on-premises to cloud. Now let's go to the next slide, which is AWS Database. In AWS, majorly three types of databases are there: DynamoDB, Redshift, RDS. Okay, let's talk about DynamoDB. DynamoDB is a key value database that runs the NoSQL engine. If you have enterprise level requirements suited to key value databases, then you will obviously pick DynamoDB. Let's talk about Redshift. Redshift is also a managed database service, and it's also a relational database running its own engine adapted from PostgreSQL. It can be more costly, more complex to work with, and much more powerful. Let's talk about RDS. RDS stands for Relational Database Service. This is the service for which you are simply looking to offload your database management workload, right? It's compatible with 6 popular database engines: Amazon Aurora, MySQL, MariaDB, PostgreSQL, Oracle, and Microsoft SQL Server. Okay, so let's go to the next service, which is AWS Migration and Transfer. Suppose that if you want to migrate your on-premises running virtual machines and databases or any data to the AWS cloud, then you have to use these services. The first one is SMS, which is Server Migration Service. If you want to use SMS, you will download a VM, a plans from the AWS console, and then you have to deploy it either on Hyper-V infra or VMware vCenter infra. Okay, and then you can register your connector with AWS, and then you can start uploading your VMs to the cloud. The second one is DMS, which is used for database migration. Transfer Family. Transfer Family is fully managed AWS service that you can use to transfer files into and out of Amazon S3 storage over the different protocols like SFTP, FTPS, FTP. Okay, now data sync. AWS Data Sync makes it simple and fast to move large amount of data online between on-premises storage and Amazon S3 or EFS or FSx for Windows file servers. Okay, let's go to the next slide, which is AWS Management and Governance. AWS Management and Governance includes a lot of services which comprises CloudWatch, CloudFormation, CloudTrail, Systems Manager, Trusted Advisor, AWS Organization. What is CloudWatch? Amazon CloudWatch monitors your AWS resources and the applications you run on AWS in real time. You can use CloudWatch to collect and track metrics. You can create alarms and then send notification or automatically make changes to the resources you are monitoring when a threshold is breached. Okay, what is CloudFormation? CloudFormation is the service which will help you to deploy your resources. You have to write the code in either YAML or JSON language. Okay, what is CloudTrail? CloudTrail provides event history of your AWS account activity, including actions taken through the AWS Management Console or different command line tools, or maybe other AWS services also. In addition, you can use CloudTrail to detect unusual activity in your AWS accounts. Now, Systems Manager. Systems Manager helps you to view operational data from multiple AWS services and allows you to automate operational tasks across your AWS resources. It allows you to use AWS Patch Manager, running commands or scripts, and take CLI session consoles of your EC2 instances. AWS Trusted Advisor. It is an application that suggests best practices. Trusted Advisor inspects your AWS environments and make recommendations for saving money, improving system performance, or closing security gaps. Even better fault tolerance also. Right? Now, what is AWS Organizations? AWS Organizations is an account management service that lets you consolidate multiple AWS accounts into an organization that you create and centrally manage. Whether you are a growing startup or a large enterprise, AWS Organizations help you to centrally manage billing, control access, compliance and security, and share resources across your different AWS accounts. Okay, let's go to the AWS security, identity and compliance. The first thing that comes is IAM, Identity and Access Management. This is the service through which you will provide the access, you can create users and groups and assign the permissions, right? The directory services. In the directory services, you can deploy Microsoft Active Directory, and then maybe you can connect existing Active Directory domain which is running on EC2 instances, and you can use your Active Directory services in AWS Cloud. Guard Duty. Amazon Guard Duty is a threat detection service that continuously monitors your malicious activities and unauthorized behavior to protect your AWS accounts. Guard Duty analyzes events across multiple AWS data sources such as CloudTrail, VPC flow logs, and DNS logs. Guard Duty can perform automated remediation actions by leveraging Amazon CloudWatch events and AWS Lambda services. Let's talk about Certificate Manager. AWS Certificate Manager is a service that lets you easily provision, manage, and deploy public and private SSL certificates. So what is Inspector? Amazon Inspector is an automated security assessment service that helps to improve the security and compliance of applications deployed on AWS. Amazon Inspector automatically assesses the applications for exposure, vulnerabilities, and deviations from best practices, right? What is MASI? Or you can say MASI. Amazon MASI is a fully managed data security and data privacy service that uses machine learning and pattern matching to discover and protect your sensitive data in AWS. Cloud HSM, that stands for Cloud Hardware Security Module. Cloud HSM is a cloud-based hardware security module that enables you to easily generate and use your own encryption keys on the AWS cloud, right? With Cloud HSM, you can manage your own encryption keys using different hardware security modules, okay? Now, the last service which is under security is Firewall Manager. AWS Firewall Manager is a security management service which allows you to centrally configure and manage firewall rules across your accounts and applications in AWS organization, right? So these were the few major services under AWS, and hopefully I will start EC2 series in the next video. Thank you for watching.